Hey everyone. So recently I was asked about how I could get such high quality TikTok videos, YouTube videos, and just general recordings done. And people feel like they have very equal or um, almost close to the same setup as me. So I figured I'd do a video and show you guys some of my settings and kind of explain a little bit of why I have them set that way. We go into settings, we go into the output tab. We're not going to mess with streaming because we're talking about recording right now. Okay, make sure you're also in the output mode advanced so you can change these settings. We click on the record tab. We're on the standard type. We'll go into our recording format. I use fragmented MP4s. You can also use fragmented MOVs. These are just lossless file types, meaning if your OBS crashes, you shouldn't lose any of the information and they shouldn't end up being corrupted. Kind of the reason a lot of people use MKV. There's no problem with using MKV, but fragmented MP4s and MOVs are just the newer of the technology. As far as encoder, I use NVIDIA NVENC HEVC because when I use this encoder, it gives me access to the encoder settings for QCP. Now, if you're a streamer, you use CBR, which is constant bitrate. But for this, we're going to be using CQP, which stands for constant quantization parameter. It's super high quality. And that's the main reason my videos look so good is that I use this because instead of using a bit rate, it uses a quality level from 0 to 30. And from what I've done in my research, it seems like the best levels to have this at is between 17 and 20. And if you were to lower it, the file sizes get very, very big. And at 14, there's almost no reason to go that low because then you're just recording lossless video. My keyframe interval is 2 seconds. My preset is the slowest, which is best quality. You can lower this if you'd like. I've heard that between P5 and P7, there isn't too much of a difference, but I figured if we're recording, we might as well get the best quality we can. Tuning, I use high quality instead of low latency, ultra low latency, because this isn't a stream. We're doing a recording. Multi-pass mode, I use 2 passes and I use quarter resolution. I think the full resolution is just like too much work if your CPU might not be up for handling that. The profile is the main profile, not main 10. I uncheck look ahead and I check psycho visual tuning. My GPU is 0 and my max B frames are 2. Just a quick little edit here because on my stream PC, I do use an Intel A750 graphics card, which it also has a HEVC encoder. It's just the quick sync version of it, but the settings are very much the same. You still use 17 quality. Target usage is slowest for the best quality. Profile is main. Keyframe intervals are 2 seconds. Latency is normal and B frames is 2. So it should be the same on an Intel graphics card as it is on an NVIDIA graphics card. And there you go. That's just kind of the settings I have. I use an NVIDIA graphics card. You may have an AMD. If you do have an AMD, you want to use the AMF video encoder. I don't have an AMD, but from what I've read online, that's their equivalent of the NVENC HEVC. And make sure you're using CQP. That's just the best way to get the high quality recordings that I get for TikTok. There you go. Part 2 will be coming soon. We'll be doing my settings as far as Adobe Premiere Pro and how I export such high quality videos with smaller file sizes.